Average down about 125 points, right now at 44,657. S&P 500 at 6041. That's off 6 points. NASDAQ is up 19 to 19,423. Financial planning at every level. Annex Comprehensive Wealth, Annex Private Client, Annex Ignite. Details at annexwealth.com. Sports, traffic, weather are next. Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 10:05.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-239-1749. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-239-1749, 800-239-1749, or biglou.com.
Call quality for the signature service you deserve.
For 60 years, we've been known as Quality Heating, offering the highest levels of HVAC expertise. But when I took over for Greg, I saw the potential to add services for all your home needs. We do heating and cooling so well, I figured, why not offer new trades to give all-around home service to our customers? So along with heating and cooling, we now offer top-flight plumbing and electric services. There's no subs here, and we all work under the quality code of taking pride in the Midwestern work ethic, and more importantly, Midwestern morals. You know, much of our trade has gone corporate with private equities, but we remain a family-owned company. This is Anthony Zanevsky with Quality, offering heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. For the signature service you deserve, call Quality.
Call quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality, now offering heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All Sports Desk. When and they're in, the Bucks play their final group play qualifying game in the in-season NBA tournament tonight. They're 3-0 in Emirates Cup play so far, have a chance to clinch a berth in the knockout rounds with a win over the Pistons. 6 p.m. tip in Detroit, game right here on WTMJ. Undefeated in 11th-ranked Wisconsin, hosting Michigan at the Kohl Center in college hoops, and the Packers set to face the last team to beat them this season. Lost to the Lions going into the Packers bye week, and safety Xavier McKinney said he had a message for the defense after that loss.
You know, we know what the mission was coming off the bye week. I had texted the guys as soon as we got on the bye week, and I was like, look, when we come back, let's win all of these games. So mentally, that's where we're at.
It's a good plan. Let's win all of these games. Packers are 3-0 since then. This game in Detroit Thursday night. Take a look at the roads. Your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic Report. Eastbound I-94, slow approaching the Stadium Interchange, about 84th Street to Hawley Road. Construction on I-94 further west. It's going to be slow for a stretch headed westbound out of the Zoo Interchange. Things loosen up before Moreland Road. And in the opposite direction, coming in from Lake Country, about Highway F or so down to Gerke's Corners. Traffic running slow there due to construction. Your WTMJ 5-day forecast, mostly cloudy today, high 33. Tonight's low down to 27. It will get windy with gusts up to 35 miles an hour and some flurries to the north of the city. Mostly cloudy. Tomorrow afternoon, some snow showers possible. Evening temperatures dropping quickly from Wednesday's high of 37 degrees. Thursday high just 26 under mostly sunny skies. Partly cloudy Friday with a high of Saturday. Saturday's high 40 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Madison, 23. Right now, Green Bay at 25, as is Waukesha. And in Milwaukee, 26 degrees. I'm Vince Vitrano, Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 10:09.
We like to do things by the numbers. We're all about commerce and community. Welcome to the Upswing, presented by Horicon Bank, the natural choice for all your banking needs. Now for the host that's always on the upswing, Jeff Sherman.
Now, to business, gentlemen.
Good morning, Wisconsin. Good morning, Milwaukee. Happy Giving Tuesday. 3 CEOs One big show today. Not one, not two, but three. Indeed. Lots of schedules to coordinate for today's show. But it's an important day, and we wanted to give the big names from some of the area's biggest nonprofits a chance to enhance their greater good because it's Giving Tuesday. We're done with Black Friday. We're done with Cyber Monday. Giving Tuesday kind of reimagines a world built upon shared humanity and generosity. That's today. So make sure you have a plan. You're going to be bombarded with emails and texts. So do have a budget with that giving action plan. Just a few tips from the Better Business Bureau. Check the charity's exact name always. There's so many charities in existence. Mistaken identity can become a problem sometimes, so double check the names before you give. Resist that pressure to give right away. Again, the emails and texts come fast and furious today, so double check and maybe wait a bit before you press click. Check the websites for all the basics. The charity's mission, the program, the finances should all be available on a nonprofit site. So do that again before you give. And then check if you need to with state charity officials. In so many states, including Wisconsin, charities are required to register, obviously. So usually the Office of the Attorney General has all the information you need. GivingTuesday.org has a bunch of national information. On a local level, hunger kind of standing out for me today. So we're going to be joined by both the Hunger Task Force CEO, Matt King, Patty Habeck, who is the president and CEO of Feeding America. She'll join us right after the break. So make that plan, make someone smile, and give today on Giving Tuesday. It's Giving Tuesday, but we're still going to go two up.
Now it's time for the Two Up on the Upswing.
Two up, just two things in the business world that I'm seeing you need to know. Today is your day to raise some cane in Eau Claire. Raising Canes continues to expand its footprint across the state with the opening of its Eau Claire location today, right there on Gateway Drive. It has a double drive through. The company representative said it's the fifth Raising Cane's location in the state. The Louisiana-based chicken finger chain launched its first Wisconsin restaurant in Madison right there on State Street in 2021. Raising Cane's has plans in the works for Janesville, La Crosse, and exploring an Oak Creek location for 2026. That box combo, by the way, 4 chicken fingers, it's going to cost you $11.09. Second up, women make it work, and they keep on working. An interesting tidbit from the Washington Post that I saw yesterday. The labor force participation rate for women older than 55 was 33.6% in 2023, more than 7 percentage point increase from 2000, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That jump is even more pronounced for women in their 60s and 70s. More than 10% of the U.S. workers as of 2021 were women older than 55, according to the Labor Department. Multiple studies from the past decade have shown that many women work longer because they genuinely want to. So it's really interesting as you look to hire or just keeping an eye on job markets. These are the facts, and especially from a charitable and just a mission-driven standpoint, these are where the labor demographics are today. When we come back, the CEO from Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin, Patty Habeck, joins us. This is The Upswing. It's Giving Tuesday, and you're listening to WTMJ.
Make sure to mark your calendars to win big this Thursday, December 5th. That's right, join Kristen Bry and Brian Newton on Spanning the State for WTMJ's holiday promotion, sponsored by Winky's Hallmark and Gifts. Listen at 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. for the cue to call for a chance to win a $50 gift card. And while you're here, don't forget to check out Winky's in Whitefish Bay for all of your holiday needs this season. Happy holidays.
Gotta get to Winkies now.
Founded by inventors, fueled by community, and focused on business. This is WTMJ's Jeff Sherman speaking on behalf of my good friends at Horicon Bank. Horicon Bank has been doing banking differently since 1896. How? Your financing requests, they can be approved in days. You don't have to wait weeks because your banker understands you and your business. Service and products go hand in hand, providing top-notch products to meet your cash flow needs. Horicon Bank, they get the job done together. Doing good, that's their vision, and they're committed to doing what it takes to help your business grow. Horicon Bank, truly the natural choice. Member FDIC.
Oh, my back.
Santa?
Gina Dello from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get as low as $19 per window and $81 per patio door per month.
PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 12/31/2024.
Craft your Brewers mini plan for the 2025 season, featuring all new 6-packs and 12-packs. Get in on the action with great ticket rates, marquee matchups, and priority seating. Plus, you'll get a limited edition Brewers Crowler with each 12-pack or pair of 6-packs. Looking to customize your games to fit your schedule? Build your own ticket plan options are also available. Pick the plan for you at brewers.com/ticket finder.
Welcome back to the Upswing. I'm Jeff Sherman. It is Giving Tuesday. We're going to spotlight many wonderful organizations across the state of Wisconsin today. Patty Habeck joins us in studio. Patty is the CEO of Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin. Patty, I know it's a busy day for you, so I appreciate you taking time.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Of course. So I several years ago, served on the Feeding America board, honored to do so, and just such a wonderful organization. But you've mentioned in the past that hunger can kind of be hidden. Can you share a story around that illustrates how hunger affects people that we may not expect and see in our everyday lives?
Yeah, there's actually a lot of examples of that. Sometimes you're walking down the street and you just don't recognize what's going on in people's lives just in general, but hunger is very much like that. And so, one of the things that we're really working on right now is around that student hunger, not just the elementary or school-age student hunger, but really that college age or post-high school hunger. And that's one of those things. People don't think about that, but if we can't make sure that our students, even those that are attending technical colleges or post-high school education, have the food that they need, then they really aren't going to be successful in getting that next level, which is what we really want them to do is to be able to have the training.
You're getting out of high school and you're getting that first job, no matter where you are. It's an interesting time in life. You're probably not making a ton of money, but you're really busy, and everyone has needs. So do you work directly with the colleges and universities and technical schools on that?
We do. So in that sense, what we do is we work to either help support food pantries or making sure that students are connected. We make sure that if they are eligible for food share or other programs, that we connect them with that. And then we have some innovations around distribution. Students go to school at weird times. And so it's really around that. How do we reach the students and how do we make sure that they have the food that they need? Okay,
very good. So in terms of Feeding America, how do you collaborate with all the food banks in the area? I mean, there's so many opportunities to give and to volunteer, and how do you build the partnerships to kind of reach more and more people each year?
So we are really proud of the fact that we are leading a network. Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin, even though we're the building on 17th and Fond du Lac, we're actually the network. And the network really is inclusive of those food pantries and meal programs and emergency shelters. And together, collectively, we are talking about best practices, how to serve, how to do innovations in this space, new distributions, what are the challenges and how do we address those? Really, how do we speak with one voice to make sure that we're getting the food that everybody needs across the region?
So if I'm donating to my church's food bank, there's a good chance that Feeding America is going to be working on a local level in that community as well.
Absolutely. We work in local communities. We were founded right here in Milwaukee, and so this is our most local, but we work with about 400 food pantries, meal programs, emergency shelters across the eastern side of the state. We are the largest hunger relief organization in the state, and even though we're really proud of that, what it really means is that we work locally in all of the communities in the 35 counties in eastern Wisconsin.
Very good. Patty Habeck is the CEO and president of Feeding America, Eastern Wisconsin. Patty, when we come back, I want to talk about what's new, including refrigerated lockers, where they are, and what that program is all about. This is The Upswing, and you're listening to WTMJ.
Hey, it's officially tailgating season, and Tailgate Tuesday is back. Join me, John Merkier.
And me, Julia Fellow, on Wisconsin's Afternoon News every Tuesday in the 4 p.m. hour for a chance to win a $150 gift card from our friends at Vienna Beef.
And be sure to catch Green and Gold Insiders every Tuesday on Wisconsin's Afternoon News for all you need to know about the Green and Gold. It's Tailgate Tuesdays.
It's Tailgate Tuesdays, and it's only here on WTMJ.
Accunet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
Patrick and Monica initially chose a bank to get pre-approved and provide financing for the purchase of their first home. But they were getting a bad feeling when a week after their offer was accepted, the bank still hadn't locked in their rate, nor had the appraisal been ordered. Monica shared her concerns with a friend who happened to be a multi-time Accunet client. That led to Monica connecting with one of our senior loan consultants the same day, and after gathering some information and reviewing options, we locked in their rate right then and there with loan costs $3,600 lower than what the bank had quoted. The appraisal was ordered right away too, and the loan closed on time just 3 weeks later. We also noticed an oversight in the contract that led to a $3,000 credit from the seller. You can get a generic pre-approval and average or worse service from a bank, or you can get the kind of fast service, advice, attention to detail, and savings that made Monica and Patrick Accunet's latest raving fans. All you got to do to get started is click on the blue button at Accunet.com. That's ACCUNET.com.
The Christmas holiday shopping season is on. WTMJ's John Merkier here. Let me make it easy for you. I'm a huge Mine Shaft restaurant fan. It's been family-owned for over 46 years. It's super affordable and super fun. The perfect holiday gift is a Mine Shaft gift card because everyone loves a delicious and affordable breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And check this out. Buy a $100 gift card this week, get a $20 gift card free. Buy $250, get $50 free. Purchase Mine Shaft gift cards for your loyal employees and clients. They're going to love it. Book your holiday company party, office party, or family get-together in the Mine Shaft's free party rooms. They'll create a menu and party to fit your budget. The huge game room adds a ton of fun for your kids and, I must say, for the adults. The Mine Shaft in beautiful downtown Hartford and in Oshkosh right off the interstate. Buy a $100 gift card, get 20 free. Book your holiday party and order your gift cards at MineShaftRestaurant.com. Stop this week. Just walk in. It's the amazing Mine Shaft.
Customer loyalty really pays off this Sunday through Wednesday at Fleet Farm, where Fleet Rewards members save an extra 10%. No rebates, no waiting. Members can save 10% on qualifying purchases in-store and online. Not a member? Sign up to save right now, because who wants to wait for rebates? Come on, get the most out of your holiday shopping with an extra 10% off, the best prices guaranteed. And thanks for your business from Fleet Farm. Some restrictions apply.
Welcome back to the Upswing. I'm Jeff Sherman. It's Giving Tuesday. We're talking with Patty Habeck, is the CEO and president at Feeding America, Eastern Wisconsin. Again, Patty, thanks for your time this morning. So I believe it's in Appleton that you have new refrigerated lockers that you can walk up and kind of get the food. Is that an automated process, or just tell us how that works?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fun project that we've been working on for about 8 years. It took us that long to get everything aligned and test everything. But how it works is we have them placed at Fox Valley Technical College at this point, and they're outside. And so students will order online, and then we pack up the food according to their online orders, so they have the dignity of choice and they can choose the food that they want. We place them in the lockers, and they have a certain amount of time to get them. The lockers are all specific to that individual, so they have a code to be able to open it. They're all monitored for temperature, food safety, if the food has been picked up or not, so we know if we have to go in there and adjust it. But the intent and plan, now that we've tested it up there, is to move them all over where there is a need to get food closer to where the individual is living.
Good. Yeah, kind of taking a page out of the Amazon book, so to speak.
Absolutely.
You have the lockers, it's yours. You put in the code and you get your food and you go on with your day. That's a great model. I love it. So you're still doing, in terms of innovation, the technology for farming systems at at your location? Are you still working on that?
Yeah, so actually we were part of an early project of a group called Fork Farms. The founder of that worked for us for a long time while he built up his company. He's now an independent company, but we were a part of growing these hydroponic systems, and it was a test for us. But recently, so what we like to do is place them at food pantries or nonprofits around the community. We recently placed 12 of them at within the Hmong community to test really whether that the Hmong community really what would they do with us? And so it's been a lot of fun. In fact, they have a program that they called Orphan Heart, and I would try to pronounce that in Hmong, but I am not very good at that. But it's called Orphan Heart, and it really is about coming to the table, working together, farming side by side in these hydroponic units to make sure that everyone has a sense of belonging and that the food that's grown in that then becomes a shared community resource as well. So hydroponics is a big, and growing food is a big part of what we do now.
Great. So as we're in, obviously today is Giving Tuesday. Holiday season is upon us. Are there interesting challenges during the holiday time, both from people that need the food, but also just from a volunteer standpoint? I think people sometimes feel like, well, everyone's giving during the holiday season. Why should I give? I'm going to wait until summer. You get that?
Yeah. So think about, Thanksgiving just passed a couple days ago, and think about that feeling you had wherever you gathered for Thanksgiving or whatever it was. It was a moment where collectively, as community, in some way, shape, or form, people were acknowledging that. Now, imagine if you didn't have that food to put on the table, if you didn't have that food to build around when people came together. It's that feeling at the holidays of you want to make sure that people have these special opportunities, these things that feed your soul. And allow a family to experience tradition and a connection to their past, their histories. And when a table is empty, that is really difficult. Now, the upside to this is that our communities are so understanding of that issue, is our communities come together very well at this time of year to volunteer. We always say food, funds, and friends, and we're getting that support, but we need to keep it up. And even as the new year changes, we need to make sure we understand that empty tables are that feeling all the time. We want to make sure people have that experience of food.
Do you have unique opportunities to give for Giving Tuesday? I've seen a couple pop-up windows on the website this morning.
We absolutely do. We have matching going on right now due to some generous donors. Okay. And so if you give on Giving Tuesday, we match, and that you can find on our website, which is www.feedingamericawi.org. But then we also have some opportunities as December rolls around, because it's important that we give beyond just one day.
Okay. As you look into 2025, are there new initiatives or expansions that you're most excited about that are going to fight hunger in eastern Wisconsin?
Yeah, so a large part of what our work is dedicated to finding those new distributions, those new innovations, and new ways to engage with healthy, fresh food locally and at no cost to individuals receiving it. And so some of those exciting things that you're going to see in 2025 is around partnerships with Boys and Girls Clubs around the community. We've started those in 2024. We're going to expand those in 2025. And that, again, is that online ordering, that dignity of choice, but being able to have families, when they pick up their kids, pick up their food and save them a trip. More work around fresh produce, fresh and healthy produce, being able to get out there. And we have the ability to trade. And so really diversifying the amount of produce that we're able to offer throughout the winter months, and just a lot of exciting things coming up.
Very good. How about tonight, Hearts and Harmony event in Appleton? Tell us about that.
So in Appleton tonight is Hearts and Harmony, which is the boy choir, the girl choir, and the symphony coming together to do a Christmas concert, holiday concert that really has to do with getting people really in the center of their hearts for giving in December. And we love to partner with the arts community, which I will always say is a basic needs. So you need housing, you need food, you also need the arts, you need that inspiration. And so I love doing these fundraisers that partner with the arts side.
Creativity and collaboration and giving, they all go hand in hand for sure.
They do. It's all that feeling of inspiration and hope for the future.
Patty Habeck is the CEO and president at Feeding America. Patty, I appreciate your time this morning. Have a wonderful Giving Tuesday and continue all the wonderful work that your organization does.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Of course. Coming up next, Amy Linder is the president and CEO of United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County. She will join us to talk about Giving Tuesday and much, much more. And then Matt King, who is the CEO at Hunger Task Force, will join to round out this Giving Tuesday edition of The Upswing. WTMJ News Time is 10:30. ABC News and local headlines are coming up next.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Shortly after the president of South Korea declared martial law in the country, the South Korean parliament voted to lift it. The president accusing his opposition of sympathizing with North Korea and paralyzing the government. As of now, no word on the next move. Cyber Monday remains the biggest online shopping day of all time. Adobe Analytics reporting that we all spent $13.3 billion yesterday online.
In the peak hours of 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., consumers spent $15.8 million every minute, says the research firm Adobe Analytics. Shoppers took advantage of bigger than expected discounts in categories such as electronics, toys, clothing, TVs, and computers. Discounts were roughly between 20 and 30%.
ABC's Chuck Severson. The number of job openings across the country rebounded in October from a 3.5-year low in September, a sign that businesses are still looking for workers, even though overall hiring has cooled. This is ABC News.
Starting Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 10:31. Wisconsinites shot a whole bunch of deer this season. Totals up over last year's disappointing harvest. State DNR just reporting preliminary numbers this morning. Hunters registering 189,622 deer during the gun deer season, which just concluded on Sunday, up over 5% from 2023. In Sheboygan, a driver who fled a traffic stop was arrested only after later slamming into a police squad car. This all played out Sunday night. Police say an officer stopped a driver for speeding. Driver took off, but then later ended up in a crash with that same police officer after failing to stop at an intersection. Charges pending against the 25-year-old. Packers and Lions play Thursday night. That game is on Amazon Prime's streaming service, leaving local fans worried they might not be able to watch without a subscription. The NFL's deal with Amazon allows the game to be broadcast on regular television in both the Green Bay and Milwaukee markets, so you can watch it locally here on Fox 6 Thursday night. Time for news about your money. WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. Dow Jones Industrial Average is still down about 147 points to 44,635. S&P 500 at 6043. That is down about 3 points, and the NASDAQ is up about 42 to 19,446. Financial planning at every level. Annex Comprehensive Wealth, Annex Private Client, Annex Ignite. Details at annexwealth.com. Taking a look at the roads, your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic Report. A couple of construction-related slowdowns on I-94. First, if you're eastbound headed towards the ballpark, just about 70th Street into Hawley Road. A little bit of a construction slowdown there. Things loosen up just before you reach the stadium interchange. And if you're westbound on I-94, just past the zoo interchange, things will slow down to about the county line. Your WTMJ 5-day forecast, mostly cloudy skies today and a high of 33, turning windy with gusts up to 35 miles an hour tonight and a low down to 27. Might see a few flurries north of Milwaukee. Mostly cloudy on Wednesday. In the afternoon, watch for some snow showers as temperatures drop from a high of 37 degrees. Thursday, high 26 under mostly sunny skies. Wind chills could be below zero early Thursday morning. Friday, partly cloudy with a high of 30. Warming back up for the weekend. Saturday's high 40 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Right now in Milwaukee, we are at 40 degrees. I'm Vince Vitrano, Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 10:34.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 40-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term life insurance may only cost you about $100 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance to buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-239-1749. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. For affordable term life insurance, call 800-239-1749. 800-239-1749 or biglou.com.
Get the beat of the Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend.
Welcome to the fantastic voyage. Marcus Johnson, the captain of this vessel.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production.
My first mate, Chris Johnson, the only father and son tandem.
Your weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks and conversations with the biggest names in basketball. This week on the podcast, Bucks radio host Justin Garcia hops on with Marcus and Chris. Find Here District now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcast.
Steel holiday savings are here. Find the perfect gift at your local Steel dealer or shop the Steel Holiday Gift Guide at steelusa.com.
Welcome back to the Upswing. I'm Jeff Sherman. Tomorrow, you can test your trivia knowledge. WTMJ's Trivia Showdown presented by Quizmaster Trivia in support of Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. WTMJ's John Mercure and Julia Fellow will host the competition at Camp Bar right there on 66th and North in beautiful Wauwatosa. The event starts at 7 p.m. If you can't make it, you can help Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive with a monetary donation. Just text Capco to the WTMJ talk and text line. It's 855-616-1620. Grab an unused, unwrapped toy. Head out to Camp Bar in Wauwatosa tomorrow night at 7 p.m. We are joined now in studio by Amy Linder. Amy is the president and CEO of United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County, committed to fighting for health and education, financial stability for every person in all of our communities each and every day. Amy, I appreciate your time this morning.
It's great to be here, Jeff.
So as I talk with Patty from Feeding America about how important are the holidays and events like Giving Tuesday for all the United Way groups? Or do you get a sense that during the holiday season, people are like, I want to give more? Or is it kind of the opposite?
No, I think it's really a season of giving for people. It probably starts around Thanksgiving for most and goes to the end of the year. I think Thanksgiving, additional giving happens because of all the great feelings. We feel connected to our families. We feel fortunate for what we have. I think December 31st is more about the tax year, but we'll take all reasons between any time of the year that people are excited.
That's right. Everyone's planning for tax time and kind of getting the budget in line. But you want to make sure that you're dedicating whatever portion that is to give back. It's so incredibly important.
Yeah, it's a really personal decision. It's different for every family, but we firmly believe everyone has something to give, and so if everybody does their little bit, we're all going to be in a much better place.
Yeah. What are some of the trends you're seeing with your member groups in terms of giving? Is it more that kind of that micro giving model? Is it kind of time, talent, and treasure? What are you seeing in terms of charitable giving trends?
I think what donors are really telling us is they want to feel really connected to the impact they are having with their own giving. So if I had one piece of advice for anybody thinking about, hey, I don't know if I'm giving enough right now, I want to look at that for myself, I would say find something in the community that really moves you. Find a problem that you think you can be part of solving. And whether you're giving $1 a paycheck or, a check of any level, you get to be part of those solutions.
Yeah. And I always recommend, too, sure, you can check out websites, you can go to events, but you can connect directly with executive directors and ask them questions, ask for a cup of coffee and talk about the organization and the needs and plug in however is best for you in your day-to-day life.
Yeah, and you're saying executive directors, which is absolutely one of them, but anybody who works for an organization is going to know what's going on, is going to be able to help you understand, is this an organization that feels meaningful to me? Is this something I want to be part of?
Very good. Amy Linder from the United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County joins us. Amy, what's the holiday giving tree all about this year, and how can people get involved?
Yeah, every single year, our United Way runs the holiday giving tree in our community. For a good part of the fall, that means you can take actual tags at your workplace, your church group, your family, and say, I'm going to buy these specific presents for someone else in the community who might not otherwise have any presents under the tree or presents at their home this year. But I'm really glad to say we actually have kind of quote unquote sold out of all of those tags this year.
Oh, nice.
We do still have opportunities for people to do a financial contribution. Just $30 will help a nonprofit in our community buy a gift card that someone they are serving has requested to make their holidays a little merrier this year.
All right. And you have a big campaign closing celebration coming up at next week?
Next Thursday.
All
yep.
right. Any, you want to tease what's going to happen
It's
at that
gonna be
event
a
for
really
us? I'm sure
great
it's all going to be a
event.
festive fun for sure.
It's always fun, but it's going to be extra fun this year because we are at the Marcus Majestic Theater out in Waukesha, a great movie theater for anyone who hasn't been. We're going to be in their ultra screen theater, really celebrating the generosity of this community. We're going to have some fun stories. We're going to have a big, awesome number to announce thanks to so many incredible people in our community.
Very good. Amy Linder from the United Way, thanks for your time. Happy Giving Tuesday, and thanks for all you do.
Thank you, Jeff.
We're listening to The Upswing. It's Giving Tuesday. We'll be right back.
At Harbor Freight, our low prices make us the place for gifts that keep on giving. Because when you give the gift of quality tools, you're giving someone the ability to fix, restore, and build for years to come. And with savings like these, you can even get something for yourself. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight. Stop by and give yourself the gift of great prices.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When you're making a decision to hire an exterior remodeling company, character, integrity, and the feeling that the people you're about to hire are truly eager to show you how good they are should stand at the top of your list.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semper Fi.
When it comes to community involvement, Horicon Bank walks the walk. They're actively involved in nonprofit organizations like WIBIC, the Milwaukee Parks Foundation, and the Milwaukee Artist Resource Network. This holiday season, Horicon Bank team will be spreading goodwill, like their annual toy drive benefiting the Education Foundation of New Berlin. WTMJ's Jeff Sherman here for Horicon Bank. They've been doing banking differently since 1896. Together, doing good, that's their vision. Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC.
People often ask, how are you so handsome? No, Ben. Speak for yourself, Arvid. People want to know what penny mustard furniture we have in our homes.
Well, I'm proud to own the Elysian sofa.
The Elysian sofa?
It's actually the SB 243 sofa, but I call it the Elysian sofa.
Nicole, what made you choose the Elysian?
It's like comfort and sophistication had a baby.
Huh?
If you dropped in for a visit and saw my sofa, you'd never know I'd been relaxing and binging the latest Dutton family saga.
No spoilers.
And I don't mind when the dogs jump up to bark at a plastic bag blowing through the yard because there aren't any back cushions to destroy.
Okay, I just have one question.
Yes?
Sofas can have babies? The Elysian sofa, starting at just $202 a month with only 1 penny down and no interest till December of 2026 through December 8th at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com. Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
When it's time for an Aaron snowblower, buying local is important. Purchasing one from Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment means you're well taken care of after the sale. The Olson's knowledgeable staff handles the warranty and parts, can answer all of your questions, and is available to do tune-ups and repairs. Check out the impressive line of Aaron snowblowers on display at the Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment showroom in Muskego. Aaron's is offering an instant in-store rebate and 2-year extended warranty. Check it out at Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment in Muskego.
Welcome back to the Upswing. I'm Jeff Sherman. 3 CEOs today. Big show. 1, 2, 3. The third, but not the last at all. Matt King is the Chief Executive Officer and leads the Hunger Task Force as a key decision maker and strategist. Matt, I'm thankful you're spending time with us this morning. Thanks for taking time out of your day.
Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Of course. So you have 20 years in kind of the anti-hunger leadership space. You're a native of Milwaukee. How has your local roots really informed what you do each and every day at Hunger Task Force?
Yeah, well, Hunger Task Force has actually been serving Milwaukee since 1974. So we're celebrating our 50th year of service, and growing up in the area and being in a family where part of my responsibilities as a kid, kind of like a lot of kids have chores, part of our chores were to also do service in the community. And so growing up in Milwaukee, I was actually acutely aware of services that Hunger Task Force provided, and really grew up with a deep admiration and respect for the impact that Hunger Task Force has. And so for me to be in a position to be able to lead this organization, it's not only humbling and an honor, but I also take it really seriously. So last month we served over 50,000 people across all of our programs. 3/4 of the people that we serve are seniors and kids. So that care and compassion for the kids and seniors in our community is something that really informs me and informs the work that we do, and makes me really passionate about serving the community that I grew up in.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's so much need for sure. And, your former, you've been at Hunger Task Force for how many years now?
A dozen years at Hunger Task Force, almost 20 years in the field.
Yeah. Okay. And you managed the farm in Franklin before you got the CEO job, correct?
Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So for people that don't know, Hunger Task Force operates a 200-acre produce farm down in Franklin. And food banks really across the country struggle with access to fresh produce in particular. And a lot of the fresh produce that's available to food banks and food pantries is really like past its time, and that's why it's available.
Yeah.
And so for Hunger Task Force, one of our core values is dignity. And we want to make sure that the food that we're distributing is healthy food, it's high quality food. And so the farm has been a game changer for the local food pantry network throughout the Wisconsin growing season. Fresh produce is available at local food pantries because we have this farm that generates 500,000 pounds of fresh produce annually.
Yeah, and you talk a lot about the local partnerships and the ability to connect and collaborate with different groups. Talk about the relationships. I'm always fascinated by the local grocery stores and chains that you have leftover food. What are you going to do with it? How do you build those relationships to make sure that the food that is still fresh and usable is given to the people that need it?
Yeah, I think it's a lot about education. And so we work with our partners and donors in the food industry to really educate them on the mission and help them to understand the core values of the organization and why we're committed to a certain standard of food. And what we find is that our partners really buy into that. And so I think as long as we're having those really direct and open conversations, then just really leads to great partnerships.
Very good. We are talking with Matt King, the CEO at Hunger Task Force. Matt, when we come back, I want to talk about kind of building your legacy. You're following Sherry Tussler, who had been the CEO at Hunger Task Force for a long time. How you kind of mold the organization in your vision and follow in, big footsteps. This is the Upswing, and you're listening to WTMJ.
Hey, it's officially tailgating season, and Tailgate Tuesday is back. Join me, John Mercure.
And me, Julia Fellow, on Wisconsin's Afternoon News every Tuesday in the 4 p.m. hour for a chance to win a $150 gift card from our friends at Vienna Beef.
And be sure to catch Green and Gold Insiders every Tuesday on Wisconsin's Afternoon News for all you need to know about the Green and Gold. It's Tailgate Tuesdays.
It's Tailgate Tuesdays, and it's only here on WTMJ.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Annex Wealth Management, investment, retirement, tax, and estate planning from a fee-only fiduciary. Forget commission sales pitches and financial products you don't need. Know the difference. Annex provides elite, comprehensive financial planning customized to who you are and what you need. AnnexWealth.com.
Celebrate the holidays with one of the most beloved traditions in Wisconsin as the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra presents Hometown Holiday Pops, December 14th through the 22nd. Come to the Bradley Symphony Center and enjoy a most festive atmosphere as vocalist and narrator Ali Mazzi teams up with conductor Ryan Taney and the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra, the MSO Chorus, and the Milwaukee Handbell Ensemble for a jubilant mix of your cherished seasonal favorites, plus Yuletide carols and merry sing-alongs. Hometown Holiday Pops runs for 7 performances between December 14th and 22nd. Visit MSO.org for tickets and more details, or call 414-291-7605.
Debbie Loziga here for Kohler Services. If you need a bath or shower remodel this holiday season, turn to Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer, providing care for life. This month only, get 0 interest financing for 12 months and a free shower door with your Luckstone shower remodel. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote, with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
It's the Giving Tuesday episode of the Upswing, but we're also bringing Christmas cheer to those in need. Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. WTMJ is partnering with Capco for its annual Kids to Kids Toy Drive, collecting toys and monetary donations to make the Christmas season just a little bit more special for a child in need. You can help support Capco's mission of supplying toys for children across the southeastern Wisconsin area by clicking on the donation link at WTMJ.com or on the WTMJ app. You can scan the QR code if you're watching on YouTube right now. Super easy. Or just text the word CAPCO to 855-616-1620. Every dollar collected between now and December 7th will be used to purchase a toy for a child in need. Capco's annual Kids to Kids Toy Drive now through December 7th. Matt King joins us from the Hunger Task Force. So, Matt, you're not new to the advocacy Hunger Task Force world at all, but you're kind of still new in the CEO role, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, within my first year as a CEO, been with the organization for a dozen years at this point.
So what are some lessons learned early on, and especially following someone that had been in the role for such a long time? Kind of how do you put your own stamp on the organization's mission and objective?
Yeah, well, I think the community really owes Sherry a tremendous debt of gratitude, and all the kudos and recognition that she's received are so well earned after 27 years in the role, and through major tribulations like the Great Recession or the COVID pandemic. And so the fact that she's built and helped build this strong and resilient organization is a part of that legacy. And so I think for us, it's honoring that legacy, honoring the strengths that brought us to where we are and made us successful. But also a big part of our culture is the spirit of innovation and continuous improvement. And so as a leader, I really focus on our values as an organization and having that be the compass that helps us to find our way. And so we were talking about dignity before, and the fact that we have this farm to provide fresh produce to the people that we serve as part of our commitment to dignity. And part of the dignity piece is also listening to the people that we serve and giving them the opportunity to inform our work. And so, as an example, talking to local seniors and really listening to the transportation challenges that they have and the mobility challenges they have, and access to healthy foods for low-income seniors on a fixed income is a real challenge. And so a couple innovations, like we have partnered with DoorDash to be able to do delivery of food directly to seniors right to their household. Or we have the mobile market, which is essentially a discounted grocery store with exclusively healthy foods on wheels that travels around to different senior centers and areas that are considered food deserts within the community. So I think for us, it's really about listening to our partners, listening to the people we serve, and listening to the community, and then allowing that to really be reflected in our work.
Partnerships and innovation, that's what Commerce and Community is all about. So if someone is hesitant to reach out for food assistance or just not sure how or where to go, especially during the holiday season, what's your advice there? We got about 30 seconds.
Yeah, one way or another, we all need a little help sometimes. And so if people are in need, they should know that it's safe, it's okay, and that when they receive service through our network of food pantries, they're going to be met with compassion, with dignity, with professionalism. And I think for all of us, we want to be a part of a community that helps each other and that gives, and where helping your neighbor is part of our tradition as a people. And I'm really proud that our community is like that. And so that's what I see every day, is people helping the person next to them, helping their neighbor in a time of need. And so thanks to everyone who's been a part of it.
Very good. Giving proudly each and every day, especially today on Giving Tuesday. Matt King is the CEO at Hunger Task Force. Matt, appreciate your time this morning.
Thanks, Jeff.
Wisconsin's Midday News is coming up next.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our U.S.-based restoration specialists